Hello, everyone. Today we have Geoff Benic, Aleafia Health, and Geoff and I are going to talk about what's transpired with this company since, by the way, James West interviewed Julian a few months ago. So maybe give us an idea of what's gone on, and I understand you've been there about 3 months?
Yeah, so I took the reins of the company as CEO July 3rd.
July 3rd. What was the stock then?
Stock was somewhere around 60 cents.
And what is it today?
I think we're getting close to $2 today, right? We hit a high at $2.18.
You're taking all the credit?
You know what? Team effort, right?
Team effort.
I'm a hockey player, so everything's a team effort. Right?
No I in team, right?
No I in team.
Good for you. Good for you, Geoff. So tell me about what's your background?
So my background's I've been a serial entrepreneur, and started off as a hockey player at a playing junior hockey.
Yep.
Memorial Cup.
Sure. Really?
Drafted by the Blackhawks.
Yeah, you look pretty solid.
Yeah. Not as solid as I used to be, but still a team player, right?
Right, right.
After that, started business in logistics.
Sure.
I've been a serial entrepreneur in logistics. Was involved in a company very early called Grocery Gateway.
Right.
Still around today. A couple software companies, but primarily all logistics and primarily.
So you've been with this company 3 months.
Yep.
And what distinguishes Aleafia? I see health in the name, so obviously you're looking at it from the medical side mainly, is that?
Yeah, I think it's one of our key differentiators is that, we have 22 medical cannabis clinics coast to coast.
22?
22, and we have 50,000 patients, 50,000 loyal patients.
Really?
Yes.
And over what, and how long did it take you to put that together?
So the Aleafia is a combination of a roll-up that we did in buying a company called Campbell Clinics, and since then still operating them as Campbell Clinics, but it was through an acquisition.
Cannabis?
Yes, Campbell Clinics.
So I think I know, no, I know a little bit about Cannabis. I think, now was there a fellow, was Wade Daw involved in Cannabis?
Yeah, that sounds familiar. I wasn't in on that
right,
at the time,
I think
Wade
that
Daw
makes
was,
sense, yeah.
correct.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you said 22, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, and are you continuing to add clinics, or are you?
Yeah, so we're continuing looking at strategic opportunities to add. We really like this space. We understand how to manage clinics. We manage them very, very well. We know how to give patients great care, and we also know how to train doctors on how to prescribe cannabis.
Sure. So tell me, when the last financing you did, what price was that done at?
So that was done at $1.25.
And when was that done?
That was done back in May of 2018.
Okay, and how much money did you raise back then? Do you remember?
That was $28 million when it was all said and done.
And how much money are you sitting with right now in the Treasury?
So right now in the Treasury, we still have north of $20 million. That includes the acquisition of our facility in Grimsby that's fully paid. We have no debt, and still have about $20 million of cash on the balance sheet.
Right. And what's is your year end a calendar year end?
Yeah, our year end's a calendar year end, and
so are these clinics generating you some good cash flow?
Yeah. So if you look at our financials, that we're generating cash. We're making money, and
yeah, good.
We're going to continue doing it.
That's so important because if you can differentiate yourself by generating cash and making money, you're doing something a lot of the competition isn't doing right now.
Yeah, and I think our story keeps getting better. As you know, we are fully integrated vertically, and we're going to start growing.
So you are going to grow?
Yep.
And where are you? Have you picked out some places for that?
So we have 2 facilities right now that are fully funded. We have one in Niagara, which is our new one.
Right.
It's 160,000 square feet.
Right.
It's a modern facility, Dutch hybrid, with a conveyor table system, and it's going to be state of the art. We're well on into the retrofit of it right now.
Sure.
And it's going to come online in November. That's going to produce about 38,000 kilograms of top quality medicine for our patients.
Right.
The other one we have is in Scugog, Port Perry. It's 7,000 square feet.
Okay.
Small, but fully functional.
Yeah.
Cultivating, and we just received our sales license, and we just completed our second harvest, and the results on our second harvest are off the charts.
It sounds like you got your your balance sheet in pretty good order, right? So you don't have no debt, you got lots of cash,
Yep.
and you're generating cash.
Yes.
Yeah, that's refreshing.
And we got 18 million warrant call coming in now. It's been triggered. We're starting to get a lot of our.
And what price are those warrants at?
At $1.75.
And I may have asked you this, but how many shares in the company?
135 million fully diluted. So we've got a nice capital structure.
Yeah. And tell me, how much does management? Do you have an idea of how many shares is represented in terms of management ownership?
So management ownership is in for about 17 to 18% of
Wow.
that. So
Wow.
we're vested, we're committed, and our upside will be really based on the success of this business. So we're totally committed.
Right. And now, does your board have? I think I recall when Cannabis was public, I'm pretty sure there was quite a few medical people on the board. Yep. Is that still the case?
Yeah, we still have Dr. Mike Verboa. He's our medical director.
Right.
He's pound for pound probably one of the best cannabis doctors in Canada. He's always in some kind of speaking engagements or some think tank. Yeah. He truly is a leading physician in the space.
Yeah, and now even though I'm not new to marijuana personally,
yep.
I'm learning that there's quite a big difference between THC and CBD, and one's more of the sort of the buzz thing, and one's more of the benefits to the body.
Yep.
And so, do you guys in your business are you one way or the other, or is it?
So we're doing both.
You're doing both.
I mean, a lot of our patients have chronic pain.
Yeah.
So it requires certain THC levels, right? That typically you would not find over the counter through the upcoming recreational market.
Yeah.
And then CBD is obviously we treat a lot of our sleep issues as well as some pain and some anxiety and some eating disorders with CBD.
Okay.
And THC as well.
Good.
We've got a great horticulturist. I just got to tell you, that's one of our key assets.
Yeah.
Is a gentleman by the name of Lucas Escott, one of the founders of Metrum, got sold to Canopy.
Right.
He's built 7 facilities, so this guy is world-class grower. He's top-notch, he can grow.
That's great. Jeff, we're going to leave it there.
Yeah.
And really want you to come back here probably in a month or 2 or 3 and tell us where you're going and give us an update.
Yeah, super excited. We got a lot of great news coming out. You're probably going to want me back on the show.
I absolutely. Great. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you, Ed.
Okay. Thanks, Ed.